What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Of course, today is game day. We'll be live for the Giants and Rams today. We'll man the entertainer talking sports. Hope you guys will come by and hang out with us as we watch the Giants try to get their first W of the season. It won't be easy playing against a really good Rams team, but stranger things have happened. That's why they play the games, as Chris Berman would say. And then immediately following, I'll be live for Game 3 of the finals between the Lakers and the Heat. So a busy day for me. Hope you guys will come by and hang out with me today. That should be a lot of fun. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of the video, as I like to say, do me a favor, guys. If you haven't done so, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will follow you back. The links to both Instagram and Twitter are in the description. The reason I'm asking people to follow me there is because you don't always get the notifications on YouTube when I drop a video or go live. At least this way, you'll have some other social media outlets to know when I do such things. And that way, if you choose to watch it, at least you'll know that I did go live or drop a video. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, hey, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You got nothing to lose. I want to talk about Andrew Thomas for a second. There's that sun glare from my man Arizona Animal. I haven't done a video up here in a long time. But Andrew Thomas, he's been the worst left tackle out of draft, one of the worst left tackles in the league this year. I believe he's second in pressures given up. He's just looked lost out there. He's been terrible and hasn't looked like a good pick, right? So I'm not going to kill the guy for 3 games. Mekhi Becton has looked fantastic. Most of us didn't want Mekhi Becton because we were afraid of his weight and everything else and what's he going to do going forward. And again, guys, it's 3 games. So I'm not saying this is the wrong pick. So please don't get this, twisted or misconstrued or whatever. I'm not saying this was the wrong pick. What I'm saying is this, and a lot of guys are like, Baddog, you should be GM. Baddog, you should be the GM. No, I shouldn't, because I would fire myself. You know why? Because I've agreed a lot of what Dave Gettleman's done. I'm not one of these guys that comes on here and only tells you about when I'm right. I will tell you when I'm wrong as well. And I've been wrong about a lot of things because I've agreed with a lot of the picks that Dave Gettleman's made. I agreed with bringing in Ogletree here. I agreed with getting rid of JPP. I agreed with trading Odell Beckham. As a matter of fact, there's one thing that I was right about, was that I said that they should trade him to Cleveland back in March of 2018. Another thing I was right about was saying this team was going to be bad for 5 years back in 2016 when we hired Ben McAdoo. I was right about a couple things, and they weren't good things. I also wanted them to draft. I thought Saquon Barkley was the pick. Okay, in hindsight, don't look like it, but after his rookie season, everybody was saying that was the correct pick. I wanted Dexter Lawrence. I wanted DeAndre Baker. Those are guys that I wanted in here. I thought Nate Solder was the right move. I thought Will Hernandez was the right move. I've been wrong about a ton of this myself. This is why I'm not a GM. But I can admit when I'm wrong. But I want to know how much of this is bad picking on the part of Dave Gettleman and how much of it is actually bad luck or bad coaching. Like, what is it with the Giants? I wanted Isaiah Simmons out of the draft. We all know that. But Simmons has been a train wreck in Arizona. It's not like he's played any better. But Andrew Thomas was the safest pick as far as alignment goes out of this draft. And he's been the worst. Like this, there's no way this could miss. There's no way. Gettleman didn't take a risk with Mekhi Becton. He didn't take Wills, who was a right tackle, and move him over to left tackle. He took a pure left tackle. He took the safest left tackle in the draft. And so far, it's been bad. And I want to hear about, there's no mini camps, and there's no TAs, and there's no rookie camp, and blah, blah, blah. Well, Becton's doing fine. Wirfs is doing fine. Why is Andrew Thomas so bad? We can't blame it on Shermer. We're going to blame it on Colombo. We're going to blame it on Gettleman. Why? Why does this happen to us? Why are we so... Are we unlucky? Are we just bad? Is it a combination of both? Xavier McKinney was one of the steals in the draft, breaks his foot. Saquon Barkley is touched by the hand of God, looked like Barry Sanders' rookie season, breaks his ankle, or sprains it, whatever it was, and then he tears his ACL. I mean, it's just bad luck. DeAndre Baker, maybe he did have some things wrong with him at Georgia, but my God, did we really think that he'd commit armed robbery and God knows how long he's going to be behind bars? Do we really know that? I mean, how many of these things could go wrong for us? Why do things continue to spiral out of control? But did Dave Gettleman miss again with Andrew Thomas? And how much of this can we blame? What is the problem here? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? How can he be so bad these first 3 games? Does this have to do with Will Hernandez? Is he just having a rough transition? Has it because he's played some of the best defensive ends in the game? I'm going to go with that myself. Because I've seen a lot of people talking about how bad Andrew Thomas is. And again, he's played some of the best defensive ends in the league. Today doesn't get any easier. Not that he's going to have to block Donald, but still, I mean, the Rams got a really tough defense, but he hasn't been good. And I'm just curious why everybody that comes in here ends up being bad. It just seems that. The only thing that I've really disagreed with Gettleman over the last few years is the Daniel Jones pick. And I became a big Daniel Jones fan, and I'm still a big Daniel Jones fan, but now it's just amazing to me how so many people that wanted to kill him for that pick now want to stick up for Daniel Jones. And so many people that didn't like the Andrew Thomas pick go back and say we should have drafted Quentin Nelson when we drafted Saquon Barkley. See, I think we're all over the place as Giants fans. I don't think we know what to do with this team. Because it just seems like every avenue, whether it's a trade, whether it's a draft, whether it's a free agent signing, nothing we do here seems to work, and everything seems to go bad. I feel like we're turning into the Jets because this has been a Jets syndrome for years. The Jets can make the biggest free agent splashes. They can make the best the best picks that it seems to be for that team, and no matter what they do, it's wrong. And I feel like that's what's going on here with the Giants. No matter what we do, it's wrong. If we took Becton, he'd be terrible. Like, I just feel like that. If we took Wirfs, he would have been terrible. If we took Simmons, he would have been terrible. Simmons, like I said, Simmons hasn't been good, but still, it's just amazing to me how it seems like everything we do ends up being bad. And I don't know how to get out of it. I don't. But give me your thoughts in the comments section. You know what I mean? Was Andrew Thomas the right pick? Is Andrew Thomas going to be okay? Should we move Andrew Thomas over to the right side? See, I don't like that. I've heard people talk about moving him to the right side and everything else. I don't want to take him to the left, move him to the right, back to the left. I don't want to do that to the kid. Let him get acclimated at left tackle. Like I said, he's played some of the best defensive pass rushers in the league. So let's give him a break. But it's just ironic to me how the safest pick in the draft has been the worst pick. So I don't know what Gettleman could have done there. And I know some people wanted Isaiah Simmons. A lot of people wanted Isaiah Simmons. A lot of people wanted to trade back. The trade back option might not have been there. And we're always gonna have our opinions on what we think would be best for the New York Giants. But like I said, I come on here to tell you I'm wrong about a lot of things. And I've been wrong about a lot of things. As has Dave Gettleman. As has a lot of our fan base. Now, like I said, there's a lot of people on here that won't come on and admit when they're wrong. They'll just talk about when they're right. They'll just talk about, I told you I didn't want him. I told you Daniel Jones was going to be bad. I told you Saquon wasn't the pick. I told you. I know everything. Well, then you people should be the GM. If you're never, ever wrong, you should be the GM. You should be a GM of some team. Because if you're never wrong, if you never miss, then you're better than any GM in the league because they all miss. It is just an alarming rate at which Dave Gettleman has missed. And like I said, most of the moves that he's made, I've completely been on board with. So, I'm saying fire him. You guys that say Baddog should be GM, I'd be firing my own ass. Because I've gotten this completely wrong too. Like I said, the two things I was right about was we should trade Beckham to Cleveland. And I as far as Odell Beckham goes, you can say, well, Daniel Jones would be better with Odell Beckham and this and that. But Odell Beckham has not been the same player since he broke his ankle. And he's not good in Cleveland. You can blame that on Baker Mayfield all you want. You think that Baker Mayfield's worse than Daniel Jones? You really think that that's the problem over there? Or has Beckham just kind of lost a step? Beckham's not getting any younger. Anyway, that's all I got. The video has run really long, so sorry about that, guys. Again, I'll be live with the entertainer, probably around 3:45, 3:50, somewhere in there for the Giants-Rams. Hope to see you there. Until then, enjoy the 1 o'clock games. It's a bad diggity dizzle, and I'm gone. Peace!